Hi friends, Andy Vegan. Breakfast time again, and I make granola. But first, having a little trick. I have to make my dressing ahead of time, what you usually do for a salad. But then I can make a second blending, do a second blending afterwards when it sits for a moment. So I don't need to soak my nuts and the dates, the dry parts of the breakfast, of the dressing. The soft part is the banana, 2 bananas or 3. One thing about this dressing, these bananas have to be not too ripe. They should be a little bit less ripe, a little bit green maybe even, because the riper they get, the more thickener they have. Pectin and the starches, not the starches, there are many thickeners in bananas, and the riper they get, that's the bottom line, the more the thickener they are. And when I blended the very ripe banana together with walnuts, the healthiest nuts we have, according to science, they have also omega-3 fatty acids, a very rare fat. I mean, that's not rare, but in many plants, it is not in abundance, it's in small amounts. And walnuts are one of the rare plants that have a lot of omega-3 fatty acid. It's really recommended to eat them regularly, not for this fat alone, but also because they are the healthiest thing for so many things. Walnuts are very cool. And dates, yeah, these are the dried parts of my dressing. And 5, 6, 7 dates as you wish. When I blend all this together with the 2 ripe bananas, it turns into a thick gel. And you can't take it that the dressing doesn't really work. So put some water in here. First, I just cover a little bit more the ingredients to break it down, because the more water, the more the ingredients can escape over the blades. So less water means faster blending. So blender dance, number 1. There's also something I learned over the years with these high-speed blenders. Better not overuse them. So give them a little time to soak now, so they saves blending time. And I blend them all the time until it's really soft and creamy without pause. After some time, maybe years, the blender is worn out and you get to the repair station. Yeah. And you know, to avoid that or to push that over a longer time, I really blend those 30 seconds at best, and then I pause, and the ingredients soak, get softer, then I blend again, so it saves the blender also. Yeah. So that is an important thing for me, because yeah, we really save our materials, right? These are some of our best kitchen tools, right? The blender, the juicer, and so forth. So now the fruit salad is a simple combination of 3 fruit. No, it's not true. What is a fruit? Well, I call it fruit, doesn't matter. They are not officially fruit. Bananas here, strawberries here, cup each, and some almond. I chop them a little bit. Yeah, almonds, just almonds, plain almonds. They're not even nuts. So this is complicated. If you really want to be precise, there are all different categories, and fruit is simply that contains the seed inside, the part of the plant that contains the seeds. And none of these are. I don't know, the bananas maybe, the seeds inside. So it doesn't really matter. The strawberry has the nuts outside. So the nuts, the almonds are not really nuts, but we call it fruit and nuts, right? But it doesn't really matter. For the kitchen, it's okay. In biology, that would be a little bit more complicated. But these three is a dream trio because it's so in so many ways. So let's begin with the strawberries and the bananas. I love them so together. They're crunchy. The strawberries and a little bit sour, sweet and sour. The bananas are a little bit sweet and a little bit bitter and soft. So a wonderful team. And then the almond comes in, the third part. They are very crunchy, more than both on the other extreme side from the banana. And they have this bitter tone that even goes over the banana. And together, I feel somehow bananas and almonds, they remind me a little bit of vanilla. It's interesting, right? Maybe the banana is similar to the vanilla a little bit, but that's a long story about the flavors, the textures, the ingredients, the nutrients of all of these plants. To me, it is like a vanilla a little bit, and that makes it so perfect together with strawberry. So I have this wonderful fruit salad here. You see, a very simple thing, but it's an amazing combination, these three. I tried it in smoothies, in ice creams. This is a cool one, right? So that is my fruit salad, so to say. And now I'll blend the second time. But first I check if the texture is good. Maybe it needs some water more. I put a little in. Yes, it's too thick. Because I have a third part here. That is my granola, the basic buckwheaty granola. And there is another video linked under this one how to make this. It's buckwheat, sprouted, covered in dates and date mousse and in cinnamon, and then I dry it back into these, crunchy bites. They are very light and dry. Keep for a month or so, maybe two, but not too long. The buckwheat teas, only buckwheat, sprouted and dried, keeps for month and month and month. But these are not quite that much, but a month you can keep them easily and have always a nice breakfast. So that is dry. And for this dry ingredient, I need a runny dressing. It cannot be too thick, otherwise the texture is not nice. So I put some more water and blend one more time. So this should be the final blending. One more blender dance. And let me taste it shortly. This is, by the way, a German blender. It's made in Germany called Revolution Blending, and it's made to ride with the big names. But it's good. You can check it out. Texture is good. Great. Sometimes you need to soak the walnuts when they are too bitter, too old. Soak them overnight, drain and rinse them. It's good. But this is good. These almonds are okay. These walnuts are okay. So you see the dressing is runny. It's important for my granola. Just pour it over. And now let's go to the final step. I make the breakfast. Put the basic buckwheat granola on the bottom. Here. And I show you in another video how to make the basic buckwheat granola. It's linked under this one. And now I just put my fruit salad on top with the dressing. I need some spooning here. That's okay. I have a lot of dressing. This banana milk smoothie, I call this dressing also a banana milk smoothie. It's so nice because the bananas have a lot of fiber, and the fiber makes it creamy. So if you blend nuts with water, usually you get a coarse texture that you have to filter through a nut milk bag or so to get a nice nut milk. But when you have banana, you can blend any nut with a banana and still get it creamy. You can't take too many nuts. The brown nuts especially, they are coarse, especially coarse. The more nuts you take, the coarser it gets, but you have a small amount of nuts, then you get a very creamy banana milk smoothie, and you can make all kinds of smoothie with that, with all kinds of greens and so, without any problem. That's why I like banana milk smoothie so much. This is my breakfast today. How do you like it? Yeah, all the wonderful ingredients. It's so easy to make a new recipe every single day. I invite you to like my video, to subscribe MD Vegan on YouTube, have another recipe every single day, enjoy the endless vegan variety, and find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and X.